I am on a mission to create the best Viking village you've ever seen in Lego Fortnite. I've already built this tavern, hey, you come here often? A kitchen / garden, and this storage room. But for today's video, we're gonna go all the way to the other side of the mountain where I'm gonna build my biggest structure yet, a battle arena for dragons. For phase 1, I opened up a good old-fashioned Minecraft circle generator and had to do some math. But with our math done, we can start placing blocks. And this is the part of the video where I try and make it seem like this didn't take me 3 hours. Of course, if it did take 3 hours, I would tell you, but it didn't. There's our circle. These trees are driving me crazy. After I get rid of these trees, I'm gonna throw some castle walls down around the wood wall, build those into the ground as much as we can, and I think that'll look pretty good, so I'm just gonna build those all the way around. I'm almost done putting the castle walls down. I put them down on the inside of the build as well. Just have to finish up this one section over here, and once we're done with this, we'll be ready to put the floors in. Of course, we missed a couple spots naturally, so let me fill those in. Let's mosey on over to our viewing chair. And there we have it. I'm liking it so far. I know I said we were going to do the floors, but I have an idea for the walls, and if I don't try it out now, I'll forget about it. And what I think might look good is if we broke out a few sections of the wall, but kept the structure of the circle intact. But just to make it look a little bit more broken down, I think that would look alright. So I'm just going to do that to the rest. Yeah, I don't know. We'll come back to it. I think these gray floors will look good for now. We can change them later if we need to. Man, Lion Brand, will you get out of my way? Thank you. I am trying to build here. And yeah, I think these look pretty good. I'm going to do this all the way around. Lion Brand, you are supposed to be watching my back. This is a workplace hazard. I will finish this now, if you don't mind. I'm starting to run low on granite, so I'm going to go get some real quick. And by the way, if you haven't seen my last video, we were actually working on this side of the village where we were building out that storage room right there. So check that out if you haven't seen it yet. And if you have seen it, I appreciate the love so much. I cannot believe the reception that it got for being my first video. So I have mined myself all the way over to this cliffside, and look at this seaside cliff that we can build on. I have a real problem with cliffs in this game. Every time I see one, I want to build something on top of it. And this one is no different, but this one actually might be different because it's on the water. How dope would it be to have a castle up there? All right, I'm just gonna keep mining here. I can't hit those, I knew that. I'm gonna go find some real granite, and I'm just gonna finish putting the floor in, and I'll bring you to the other side. I think we got enough here. All right, so the flooring has been installed, and next we're gonna do the walls. And fortunately, I know precisely what I wanna do for the walls. Never mind, I don't like it. So I want these walls to look kind of broken down, but I'm having a hard time doing it with these blocks. I just gotta keep experimenting, I guess. Ah, geez. So I'm really just trying to come up with a cool pattern using the half umber walls and the full umber walls, and trying to make it look more spiky at the top, but something's off. I mean, it looks alright, but I'm gonna try something right next to it just in this little section. I'm gonna fill these spots back in just so it looks as sturdy as possible on the bottom. And then slowly kind of weave my way up so it's thinned out and kind of pointy at the top. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. And I just gave myself an idea just to make the bottom look even more sturdy. If we just built these stone pieces up a little bit, kind of built it into the wall, I think that looks pretty sick. But let's finish up the rest of the wall. Oh, all right. I'm just gonna finish up the rest of the wall, and I'll break these out before I show you the finished product. We're going surfing, Bob. I think it looks pretty good. I feel like I'm in the arena already. Just give me some dragons to fight, because I'm feeling dangerous. And I absolutely love the view of this from the cliff, too. This thing is looking pretty sweet so far. We are gonna add another inner wall later on, but for now, we're gonna move to phase 3. I've been wanting to use this piece in a build since I unlocked it for weeks now. So I think I'm going to use this on the tower walls and just build these straight up into the air. I think that'll look pretty sweet. Yeah, and that looks pretty good, I think. And these are meant to be the viewing areas for the villagers to watch the battles. So we gotta fence it in, just make sure nobody falls off. You know Lion Brand will. So I started building the exact same towers on the other side, and I learned that these walls look so much better if you turn and face them this way. So I'm gonna go back to the other side and redo everything. I mean, it might just be a marginal difference, but I think it looks so much better. I also learned that I built this whole thing one wall too wide, so I gotta go in and tear all this down. And I'm not gonna show it on video, but just know that I am having fun. I'm having a lot of fun playing this game. I love it. No, bring the music back. So while I was doing the other side again, I realized that these look a lot better if you push them one block in when you're building them. Again, a marginal difference, but it's gonna eat at me if I don't do it. So I'm gonna redo everything one more time, and then we're gonna move on. So the two towers are in, and for this tower, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. It's gonna be the same height, but I'm gonna make it one block wider. And the reason is this tower is meant to be the viewing area for the higher ups in the village, like Jarl Peely. So I'm almost done putting the roof on the final tower over there, and I am absolutely loving this build, man. This thing is really coming together, and I am really falling apart. Let's try this again. Nailed it. So just gotta put the finishing touches on the roof now. And there will be a lot of cool ways to detail these viewing galleries out further in the future, like adding a throne and seating in the other galleries. But for now, we're gonna call it complete. So the last section of the outer wall that we need to complete is gonna be the entrance. And the entrance is actually proving to be pretty difficult. So I'm using the same pattern, except I'm only doing it one wall wide, say that 10 times fast, on each side. But the issue is I'm building it on this grassy area where it isn't level with the floor. So I have to keep sliding the pieces over from where I want it to be into the grassy area. And it took a while to figure out how to do that, but we're getting it done. Alright guys, so I finished the two towers, and adding some lighting on top of these has really turned into a fight for my life. It's gotten way more intense than it needs to be. I got 3 skellies down there throwing stones at me. And I'm just trying to add some campfires. Ow! And we're almost done. We got one more campfire to go. Oh, that was self-inflicted. Out of my way, please. Out of my way, please. Yeah, I'm loving it. I think it looks good. It was intense, but we got there. And one of the last things we need to do here is throw an inner circle down. So that's done, and I added some half umber walls on top all the way around just to give it a little detail. Added some nice big gateways too, and I think those look pretty sweet. Wanted to make them really big just because we're trying to keep dragons in. Of course, they could always just fly over them, but don't tell anybody. And of course, we need to come through here and add a floor to give this a second level. And I still don't have a way to get up without jumping off the mountain and flying down. So I'm gonna have to find a way to do that. There's not a lot of room for stairs, but we'll come up with something. So yeah, we're definitely not done with this build, but we made a lot of progress today. And I have a lot of other exciting ideas for builds around the mountain. But for my next video, I think we're gonna come back up to the mountaintop and start building all the way up here. But anyways, let me know what you guys thought about this one. Let me know if there's anything else you wanna see in the comments. And I appreciate you all so much for watching. Peace.